A pleasant day to you, my esteemed viewers. This is Fresh Angle International News Podcast by Christabel Oba in Maswen. First, the headlines. African Development Fund approves $19.93 million grant to tackle fragility and expand opportunities for rural youth and women in Gambia. AfDB approves over $30 million to protect farmers from climate shocks, food insecurity in Benin. MRA, IPC, appeal judgment in suit to compel CCB to investigate David Umahi over attacks on journalists. Ochonogor cautions against disposal of refuse on water channels. Now the news in detail. The board of directors of the African Development Bank Group has approved $19.93 million grant funding for the Resilience Building, Vulnerable Youth and Women Support Projects designed to improve access to basic social services for underserved communities in Gambia. The initiative seeks to address the root causes of poverty and irregular migration by creating sustainable livelihoods and tackling early signs of fragility and preventing structural drivers of conflicts and instability in the targeted region. It forms part of the bank's scale-up prevention agenda under prevention envelope of the Transition Support Facility, TSF, which emphasizes early response to fragility risks and systematic drivers of conflicts. The Gambian faces several economic challenges, with 53.4% of the population living below the poverty line. The board of directors of the African Development Bank Group has approved $30.25 million in financing for a groundbreaking climate protection and agricultural sector resilience program in Benin. Thanks to this approval, the Benin's farmers, particularly those in northern Benin, will no longer have to fear losing their entire harvest during devastating droughts or sudden floods. This initiative will protect 150 smallholders farmers against climate shocks in a country where agriculture employs 7 out of 10 people, but remains at the mercy of an increasing unpredictable climate. Media Rights Agenda, MRA, and the International Press Center, IPC, have filed an appeal against the judgment of a federal high court in Abuja, which dismissed their suits, requesting it to compel the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, to investigate their April 24, 2021 complaint against then Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi, whom they alleged abused his office and breached his oath of office when he ordered the arrest of a journalist and banned 2 journalists for life from entering any government facility in the state. In a notice of appeal filed on their behalf by Abuja-based lawyer, Mr. Noah Ajiri, at the Court of Appeal in Abuja, they said they are dissatisfied with the judgment delivered by Justice Obiora Atwegu Egwato, in which he ruled that MRA and IPC failed to prove by credible evidence that their petition to the CCB was delivered to the Bureau and its chairman, and expressed concern that the 2 organizations may be crying more than the bereaved, as the affected journalists whose rights they were defending had not made any complaint to the CCB. Justice Egwato's judgment arose from a suit filed by the organizations on November 10, 2021, against the CCB and its chairman after they submitted a joint petition to the CCB on April 24, 2021, as well as a follow-up on October 21, 2021, and it failed to act on it. The managing director / CEO, Delta State Oil Producing Area Development Commission, the SUPADEC, Chief Festus Ochonogor, has called on residents of Warri to desist from building and dumping refuge on water channels, stating that the activities of individuals and companies in dumping refuge on water channel has contributed largely to the blockage of water channels in Warri. He made the call Thursday, July 24, in Warri while addressing the media at the commencement of the sitting of Okere Road to FCC Road canals by the Supadec in conjunction with the Ministry of Environment. The Commission has been at the forefront of the sitting of canals and blocked drainages in our mandate areas for the past few years, and with the prediction of 9 months this year on the impending flooding in various flood-prone states in Nigeria, including Delta states. His Excellency Right Honorable Sheriff Uborowori has given us directives to intervene with a view to mitigating the impending flood, he said. This is the end of Fresh Angle International News Podcast, as read by Christabel Oba Emaswe. For more details, visit our website on Fresh Angle NG and on our YouTube on Fresh Angle International. Thanks for watching today's edition of Fresh Angle International News. See you again.